just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground is Mason. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. Picked off by Jordan Battle.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. He'll work forward a short gain to the 25. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, there to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Richardson. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3.
Let's go.
A run. And here's Mason. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Short throw taken by Pitts. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack. And it'll set up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackle for the loss of a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. That
Bait him.
is intercepted.
Bait him.
And the Colts are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown Colts. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. Extra point attempt still to come. He gets it to go, and the Colts will take a 7-0 lead.
What's up, Cole?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So they go to the line for first down and 10. Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, like sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at At this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
Okay.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take these shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the 1st quarter, they've done just that.
Let's go now.
The motion man here is Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. This one intercepted.
Okay, good play. Good play. Try to get over here.
1st and 10.
Hey, run. Here we go.
They'll run. This is Mason. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Lawrence. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. Now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts,
that is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. So they take.
Check you out. You're going to get hit. Who just got that truck? Just across the street. I can go somewhere.
Downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Bring it to me.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. Richardson operating from the pistol. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
They got
Good
there in
catch.
a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of a shotgun, Richardson. He'll get that to his tight end. That's Jelani Woods. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Here's 1st and 10.
You're making too much noise, man. Very. And about.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
In about.
And that'll be good for
1
about a
minute.
half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
I got knock on the door. Look, nobody's gonna be what's the name. You got to chill on that, okay?
What?
That's where we need to be at. All right.
To throw, it's Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be run out after
Not
a
too
gain of
loud.
about 6, but
See?
that'll be good enough.
That's what we got a problem with right there.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the
That's
ball
good right
out
there.
of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
Big brain.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Throwing is Richardson. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant.
Really impressive job by the quarterback to stay in there. He knew that hit was coming in the pocket, but he held it just long enough to let his receiver win versus man coverage and deliver that ball on target. Any quarterback in the league, Mike, at this level can operate when things are clean. But when you have guys bearing down on you, can you hold it a little bit longer? Because if not, the timing of the play just doesn't work out.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Set.
Here's Richardson. Now he takes off. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Indy. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
Packeriners.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken just shy of the goal line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Try again. It's second and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's complete to Mason. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's third and 2.
Take right open.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. He'll try to run for it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. To the ground, he'll get it again. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold.
Hey, can you sit on the couch so I can move my foot?
Second down, Lawrence. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here's the 24. Here we go.
Now here's Lawrence. And he just
Thank you.
hit that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Let's go. Here we go.
Throwing again, Lawrence on 2nd and 10.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Hey, Ron.
They send him right out of the slot. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And the Jaguars are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Now the try for an extra point. It's up and good. And the Jaguars will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. And he's got Woods. It's complete. He gets free. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The extra point, up and good. And the Colts have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. It's 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. He runs with it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 21 on that one. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
Hey, Lion! Think right! Silver!
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He'll tuck it and take off.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a
You hurt?
good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Second and 7.
Ramp, 23! Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
The Jaguars have the field goal unit on the field. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. And this one is blocked. So we have reached halftime. These two teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
It's the sack first half. Got another half to go.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Richardson. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now a give on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. They put Woods in motion. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Here we go, go!
Richardson. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal.
Let's go!
Looking to throw, Richardson. He'll go right and find his running back. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Brought down. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense... play with the early momentum in the first.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
The ball got started. They changed from Atlanta, going right from C.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Lawrence now to throw on first down. He fires downfield for Pitts. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Let me block.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give up the middle, and it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Richardson to throw. He's got a receiver. That's Woods. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 7-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Almost.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. To the left side and taken in by down. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick. Is that?
Let's go.
They are not
Good run, 20.
He's in. Touchdown, Colts. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. It's up and through. And the Colts will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He's going to dial up another deep ball. He'll get it inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Now, the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. In motion comes Pittman. His drive will start on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. They put Woods in motion. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game,
Almost
he
AD.
should come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great.
Hold on to that one, baby.
Making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Back shoulder, man. Need
So
to
the
hold
drive
on to
stalls
that.
out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowski, to punt.
Back it.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside
Let's go
the
defense.
35-yard
They're not football
line.
now.
off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's third down and a few inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He will have a Jaguars first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Lawrence. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Sending a receiver right. Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Second down, Lawrence. Off he goes. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and a yard. On the ground is Mason. First down and more inside the 15. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line.
That's the mindset I just love seeing from a running back, Mike. His eyes weren't just on that first down marker. They were on getting that first and some on top of it. That's pretty impressive.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's a run. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it here. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Jaguars. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. He's going to tuck it and go. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. And 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Indy. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
These are 24.
Lawrence. That's complete to Mason. 16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
11. Hey, run.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive.
And he will score. Game on. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set.
On play action, Richardson. That one taken in by Mitchell. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Up the middle they go. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Let's go now. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Richardson going to look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Downs goes in motion. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. So now, a big spot coming here. This to make it a 2-possession lead. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one he's got to have. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
Red on red.
They'll drop to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He'll let this one go deep for Thomas.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Darius Rush.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and get a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they forced
that's back up the end zone touchdown.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here.
Yeah.
As the offense starts.
I'm surprised he caught it. I was surprised he caught it. Right. The one where the Woods caught the long ball, I thought it was going to be a pick, but he bounced off me some kind of way. I mean, the AI just messed you up from there. Yeah. Right. You too. All right. Thanks.
So it's a win for the Colts.
Let's go, love. Time to go. Time to go. Put your clothes
Here are the
on.
first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten.
You ready to go, bud?
So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.